Today is Friday, August 1st. We talk about AEW and Raw, which one we like better, with my buddies Joe and Brett. We talk about Roman's weird feet, and we continue to ignore Ricochet's terrible promos. This is Pick the Push. My name's Ian Fox. Let's go.
Wow, this is so amazing. You want soap opera, you watch WWE. You want wrestling, everything is told in the ring for AEW.
And this is kind of like what I was talking to you about, Joe. It's like I'm new and I'm seeing this stuff and it's such a delight to my eyes.
Yeah, that's some
You
cool
know,
shit.
these dudes are fucking throwing each other around. There's acrobatics. There's weird macho shit. It's wonderful. I can't hype you guys up, and it makes me a little bit sad.
We get to live through you, though. Like, that part's cool for us.
Yeah.
Same thing with One Piece. Same exact. We're basically just vampires. How'd you guys feel about that AEW? At least compared to last week or anything?
I'd say it was on par with as good as last week. I think I enjoyed them about the same. There was a lot of matches I enjoyed this week.
But it started with a banger, like that tag team match with the Young Bucks, and then it kept going. I thought it was better than last week. I wouldn't say, like, go back and watch this episode ever, but as far as just watching it live, I thought it was one of the better ones that I've seen in a while.
I agree. It had a lot of bangers. It did. You had like that John Moxley Adam Page match like near the center, like literal center of the show. It was actually pretty good. Yeah, out of Raw, I think there was only 2 matches I actually enjoyed.
That's exactly what I had.
I want to hear your 2 matches.
My 2? Oh, I think we'll have the same exact ones. It was AJ and the Kabuki Warriors and
Versus the Judgment Day.
Yep, versus the Judgment Day.
Dom, Raquel, and Perez.
That was really fun. I enjoyed it.
That was a super good match. And then second match. I'm pretty sure that we have the same one.
I think we're on the same one, but out of all the matches, if you showed me them, I would not expect this to be one of my favorite matches on the card.
Yep.
Was the 8-woman tag match.
Oh my god, we're in the same boat.
Yeah, Nikki Bella, Valkyrie, who was their fourth?
Mommy.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Rhea. And against
had...
Naomi, Chelsea Green, and her Secret Hervis.
Yep, Secret Hervis.
Of, Piper Nivens and the other one?
Yeah. I will always refer to her as the other one. I don't know the other one. Oh, and we were 100% right again, by the way, Brett. The main event for Raw was not worth staying up for.
Oh, so I didn't miss much, even though I really had to go, yeah.
There was one big thing you missed. It was pretty gigantic, actually, if I do say so myself. And I didn't even see it or notice it as it happened. Because we were sidetracked talking about One Piece. It was pretty gigantic. Roman and Jay got speared through the barricade by Braun Breaker, which was cool, but that's not what I'm talking about. Because after that, big, capital B-I-G, Bronson Reed, walks over to Roman and just swipes his shoes, fucking takes them right off his feet, just steals his sneakers. They're Bronson Reed's now. Just took them.
I mean,
like he literally thieved his shoes?
He just stole Roman's shoes. It looked weird because Roman's feet were weird.
Roman's feet were weird. Thank you for saying that, actually. His feet was weird.
And I don't know if it was just the angle or if it was his socks or what the case was, but his feet just looked weird.
Or he's just got horrible athlete feet, because athlete feet are always horrible.
He's got some weird looking feet.
He could have had some just weird looking feet. I don't know. It looked weird from where we were sitting. That's all I'm saying.
He had to walk all the way to the back without shoes. Nothing. Everybody saw his weird feet.
Everyone saw his weird feet.
I did look up what those shoes were. I feel like I'm the closest thing you can be to a sneakerhead without actually being a sneakerhead. There were some Jordan Spizikes, University Reds. Average retail price, only $200. It's not that crazy for shoes, but
yeah,
those are still some J's. That's fucked up. It's fucked up that he did that.
Are we gonna talk about how Bronson Reed is now Big Bronson Reed?
That's
the only time that they've really added something to someone's name.
They don't really do that, but that is his first name now. Bronson is officially his middle name.
Yeah, his first name is
capital
Big.
B, capital I, capital G.
Like, I feel like both Raw and AEW did a good job this week. It wasn't, crazy.
Yeah.
But like, there's some good stuff.
Besides the shoe thing, I think the shoe thing puts Raw over AEW for me. But ultimately, I do think I liked AEW a lot. You know what? No. I say AEW beats Raw for me this week.
Yep, I agree.
That's where
AEW
I'm going with
beat
it.
Raw for me. What about you, Brett?
Yeah, I liked AEW a lot. I felt like this week was much better as a whole, but my big detractor was the 45-minute promo with that guy I've never seen before.
Which is really funny because
Christian
he's like
Cage.
an absolute legend in the wrestling industry.
I'm going to talk about what goes into the card. When you press the link to enter the Pick 'em challenge, you're going to be redirected to a Google form. It's going to ask you to verify your email, so that way we can send you your score to you. We want a username and then whatever platform you want to be known for, because that way we can shout you out on that platform or just be able to find you and get in touch with you if you wanted to come on the show if you did really good. The first section of the card is going to be day 1 and day 2 separately for match order. I mean, it's a crapshoot. I don't really have a specifics for beginning or end. I know the main events of each night, except day 1 I think is going to be Roman and Jay to main event versus CM Punk and Gunther. I don't think would main event day 1.
No, yeah, I think you're right there.
Right? So that one's easy enough. Day 2, obviously it's Cena, Cody. The first match, though, I think could be the 6-packs, tables, ladder, and chairs.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, it's crapshoot for all the middle ones, but that's what I'm thinking. Like that one, those are the easiest ones to me. As far as like the middle ones, maybe like on night 2, the women's championship could be like second main event.
Could be anywhere.
Yeah, even on both the cards, it's like whatever. The only match actually on the card from night 1 is going to be Gunther CM Punk. Just a singles match for the World Heavyweight.
On one hand, I'm very excited for Gunther to have a very high profile match and actually have someone who might be able to hold his own with him in the ring for once. On the other hand, I don't really think Punk can really I don't think Punk can wrestle like he used to. And I don't really care about Punk. And I kind of don't I feel like Punk is just kind of thrown in random situations because it's just Punk's like, I think it'd be fun to wrestle this person, and he just gets jammed into a storyline with them. So am I
He's
excited
good
for the
enough to do
Gunther?
any of it though.
What, Punk?
Yeah, if you like, that's why he's thrown into that stuff. Is because he is good enough that you can hand him dog shit and he'll turn it into something amazing.
I don't know.
Not that Gunther is though. Gunther isn't. Gunther is good too.
I
but
think
it does
if
feel
anything,
forced.
yeah, if it doesn't feel natural, this fight. And I think that's the problem, is none of CM Punk's matches feel natural. They always feel forced. Always. He never has a natural rivalry anywhere. And the couple people he could have a natural rivalry with, they don't let him have a natural rivalry with because he is so toxic in the locker room that they can't do that.
That's
You know
funny
what I
to
mean?
think about.
Like, so they have to have him work with people that he can semi get along with.
I guess. I feel like Punk can just do whatever he wants. And that's mostly why he just gets away with it too, because he can just do whatever. That was, out of all the matches, this was the first one that is on the card. So as far as like this one mattering for points, the question you got to deal with are who wins the match, which is pretty simple, unless you're thinking Seth's gonna weasel his way in there. But we do have a no contest or other option, so that's what that would be if Seth cashes in.
Yeah.
But the other questions we got are, will the champion retain? So I felt like that was interesting enough to add to that because, you know, even Gunther could win on a DQ or lose on a DQ and still be fine, even if Seth's not involved regardless. Does anyone interfere? That's me really just trying to hint at the Seth stuff more. And then how does this match end? Pinfall, submission, DQ, countout, knockout, or TKO? So that could be interesting.
Yeah, I think that could be interesting just in general.
Gunther did tap out.
Yes, Gunther did tap out. So it could happen. And I don't think Punk would tap out.
No, I don't think so either, but you know.
I think if Seth doesn't interfere, Gunther retains. If Seth interferes, obviously Seth is just winning.
I think I agree with it mostly. I just think that in my heart there is a 100% chance of Seth cashing in. Like
That's how I'm feeling too.
It's a non-negotiable.
That's how I feel. If he's good to go, he's cashing in.
Yeah, no question. But is he good to go? They might have just worked us all. Like, who the fuck knows at this point? After the Ron Killens thing, they're swerving me.
Swerving me.
And then there's 4 matches on the card. That's going to be on night 2. That it just kind of worked out that way.
No, that sounds about right.
I originally had the Jelly Roll match on there, but then I heard of the last match that was added to the card, and I was like, "There's no way I'm putting the Jelly Roll match over this."
One. Yeah, it makes sense.
And since I'm talking about it, I'll go there. It's the 6-pack tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE Tag Team Championship.
100% has to be on the
yeah.
That is the reason I'm watching SummerSlam. Like that match
looks
got
amazing.
announced, and I was like, yes, please give me that. I want that. That is what I want. What are all the teams in that match? We have the Wyatt 6.
Yep, we got the Wyatt 6 who are the champions. We got Andrade and Rey Fenix.
So excited to watch them.
It's gonna be amazing. DIY with Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Holy shit!
Fraction.
So excited with that.
I don't know this tag team too much, but it's Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
Yep, Fraxium.
The Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Pretty good. And then the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford.
Correct.
That's pretty insane matchup right there. And a TLC match is going to be nuts.
Especially considering just all of the people involved. A TLC match with just Gargano and Ciampa alone. Don't even add the other fucking 5 teams. Just with those 2 dudes alone, it's going to be a wild match. Never mind.
That's gonna steal the whole show, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Additional questions for that match I have. So there's obviously the winner.
Yep.
The next one is over under 3.5 ladders in the ring at the same time. So
okay.
Yep. That's gonna be fun.
If there's 4 or more, is the over.
Exactly. And then the last one is who pulls the belts down. So you literally pick the individual from the team that you think is actually gonna take the belt.
All right, and then the do we have a number of tables broken?
No, I don't have that. I can switch it out or anything too. I'm gonna write it down. Maybe we'll switch it. Card always subject to chain.
I was gonna say maybe not even switch it, but like over under on tables broken, just added.
No, the way I have it out that this match would only get 2 questions.
Oh, okay, got you.
But I do like the over under for the tables instead of the ladders. What kind of number you think? You think 2.5, or is that not enough?
I think 2.5 might be okay, because there's going to be a lot of ladders, and you have to realize that they are going to use ladders and chairs. So like, I imagine maybe 2.5.
I'm gonna put tables broken, not announced tables.
Yes, specifically not announced tables, like actual like brown tables.
I'm not putting brown tables.
They're clearly the Slim Jim tables.
Oh yeah, over under 2.5 Slim Jim tables broken. Specifically the Slim Jim ones. Oh, I do kind of want to do something fucked up like that. Oh, I do want to. I'm not gonna. I can't. But I do want to. I'm very curious how many say Slim Jim on them. Next we got Roman and Jay versus Breaker and Big Bronson Reed.
I don't like the Roman Reigns Jey Uso match team.
Yeah.
I think that's a heart thing. I just
Teaming
don't like
up?
that. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it from A to Z. So my heart is telling me that Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker should, excuse me.
Thank you for fixing that.
I like them as a team, and they work really well in terms of storytelling. That my heart makes me want to think that they're going to win. Period. But I think the pull of the storyline is too hard, so it's going to be Uso and Roman Reigns.
See that? I can definitely see that.
I do kind of see it as more of a passing of the torch. So I do kind of see, just with the momentum that Uso and Roman have had over the last couple weeks, I do think that Breaker and Bronson are pulling it out.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, but I do have some really good sources that there's going to be a special guest that shows up in favor for Roman and Jay. And it's not Jimmy, but we're not far from it. The big rumor going around that I heard is Rikishi. Samoa Joe would be neat. But the rumor going around is Rikishi is going to be there. Supposedly he canceled like one of the dates he was going to be somewhere. And it all kind of lines up to have him show up at SummerSlam to help out Jay and Roman.
I
Supposedly.
like that idea. Well, Breaker and Bronson talked shit about both of them, so I can
Yeah,
totally
Paul
see
Heyman talked about it
Rikishi.
too. It all kind of lines up, and it makes me care about that match more. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I will agree. I can also see that happening, and if that's the case, that they would need something to help them win, because like other than that, I kind of agree with Brett that I think that Bronson and Breaker have the upper hand.
Yeah, and Roman shoes. Next match, Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match for the U.S. title.
That'll actually be pretty good, regardless.
That's going to be
who
amazing.
wins.
This will be on the SummerSlam card, and we got the winner, obviously. I even have the no contest or other for that, just because things can get fucky. 2 other questions for that. We got first to climb the cage, and that is just to start to climb the cage. They don't need to, like, they just need to show intent that they're climbing the cage. That's all I'm looking for. They don't need to make it to the top or shit. The next one is, how will the match end? Pinfall, submission, escape over the top of the cage, or escape through the door. The last 2 matches, we have triple threat match for the Women's World Championship, or the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. They don't say heavy. Women aren't heavy. They're dainty and beautiful. It's Naomi, the champion, versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
Yeah, Naomi, Io, and Mommy.
Yep. Bingo.
And Naomi is champ right now, right?
Bingo.
I think Naomi retains. Io and Rhea have enough of a rivalry that I think that they will tire themselves out in the ring, and Naomi will weasel her way into a win.
That sounds legit to me, honestly. It's her first defense since winning the championship. I have 2 extra questions for this match. Who successfully uses a weapon first? One of the options is none. So if there's no weapon used, because don't forget, triple threat, no DQ. Everybody always kind of forgets, and then somebody just randomly pulls out a chair.
Like, a chair or a kendo stick.
Just
They're like, that's illegal. And then it's just like, wait.
Not in a triple threat. But somebody's going to use something, I feel.
With the 3 of them, I feel like at least a table.
Maybe. But who's going to do it? Probably Naomi. Maybe she even uses the belt. I could see that.
Yep. Just put in, and Io takes the bump.
Yeah, sure. I could totally see that too. But that does lead us into the last one, because it's who takes the final pin or submission, or like in quotes, loss. So, I mean, that goes right into, I don't have it all in there. I have Naomi, Rhea, and Naomi, Rhea, and Io. I almost thought I needed a none, but obviously not. But yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. They keep Rhea safe, and then Io can just take another one. She was just the world champ. It doesn't matter. All right, last match that we haven't talked about, the main event, the one that like is I'm most excited about. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship.
I honestly forgot that was a street fight, and now I am a lot more excited for that match.
I feel the same.
I'm a lot more excited for that match. It won't just be 6 moves.
It's gonna be really overbooked though. If they had the singles match as overbooked as it was.
R-Truth wins.
Yeah.
He could definitely pop up.
Basically.
But that actually that leads into one of the prop questions. We have 3 of them. One of them is over under 2.5 people interfering. Like,
yeah, okay, I could see that.
I think it's that overbooked that you could see more than 3 people. Or maybe they don't do it and it could be under.
100%. That's an easy I would take above.
You think over? Should we go to 3.5 or should we keep it at 2?
No. Keep it at 2.
You think that's the appropriate number?
Yeah, I feel like that's an appropriate number for because like it's gonna be like it is either three or more people or no one.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. It might be 2. I could see like 1 tag team somehow.
Yep,
maybe it's The Rock and Travis Scott, even though I know neither of them will be there.
Oh God, no! I don't see that. Either of them.
I am 100% confident it's going to be at least 3 people. I just want to put that out.
I feel like that's a pretty good number to keep it at. The next one we have is who bleeds first. because of the street fight, I thought, and because they just saw the Moxley Hangman match, that they're going to be more likely to bleed. But the options are Cena, Rhodes, or none. So you still have the option to put none if you think that nobody's going to bleed just because it's WWE.
I think that no one will really bleed. If it happens, it happens by accident, and I feel
Possibly.
like it's more apt for Cody to bleed than John, because
That, yeah,
Cody is a really safe wrestler, and we'll try and keep John safe because
I
he is trying
agree.
to make it through the last of his things. He's not trying to all gas no brakes. He's trying to survive his retirement run.
That's legit. I would say, you know what? I am torn. I was originally going to put none. Now I am kind of swayed to put Cody. I'm almost willing to risk the points for it.
Cody bleeds first, plotline wise. I'm gonna follow with that too.
I wouldn't disagree. And then last prop question we have for the match questions is first weapon used. The options are chair, table, kendo stick, or other. The only caveat, fork would be other. That would work. I hope to God not. Table doesn't count if they just set it up. If somebody hits somebody with the table, I'll count it. But I'm mostly thinking somebody's got to go through the table for it to matter. But if they prop it up and then go through it, I'm gonna count that.
Yeah, if it's in the corner.
Like if it's set up.
Turnbuckle and it gets broken. Yeah.
I'm almost willing to go other just to see what they would use. The steel chair, the steel steps do not count unless they literally pick them up and hit them with it. If they just throw them into it, that's nothing. I think they're going to be creative enough where I might just pick other for the field.
Yeah, because there's probably enough weapons that they might use it. You said chair.
Yeah, they're going to be
chair,
creative
kendo
enough.
stick, or table.
Table, yep, or other.
Or other. Yeah, I think all of those are pretty good options. I can't see John using a lot of kendo sticks, in all honesty.
I agree, but maybe.
I think if
Just
he
to
does,
start,
he uses it on Cody to warm Cody up. But
yeah,
I think they'd be more apt to use a chair than they would a kendo stick.
I just think they're going to be creative.
I just think in most of John Cena's fights, they don't use a kendo stick because he thinks that they lack creativity.
That's fair. I do think they're going to cook something up and like it's going to be unique to them where they might even do a weapon like something that we don't think of, like a fire extinguisher or something that like we've seen but we don't see very often, like ring bell even.
Yep, I think ring bell, belt, table could definitely be
Ooh,
option.
belt one's a good one for Cody.
I think table and chair are good options. I don't think a kendo stick's a good option. I think Cena could use a chain. I think a chain would be a good option.
Chain's not a bad one.
From underneath the ring, because that's a street fight thing for sure.
The last section is going to be event props, so things that kind of happen throughout the pay-per-view. The questions that we have there is going to be over under 3.5 title changes. There's actually 8 title matches on this card, which is kind of insane when you think about it. That's out of both nights. That is one thing too. The event props are specific to both nights, not just one night or the other.
Okay.
So with over under 3.5, honestly, I don't know. I might go under. I think that we're gonna see a new tag team. I think AJ's gonna be the IC champion at the end of the night. Maybe even new world heavyweight. I think that's what weighs in the balance of what I would pick.
You said 3.5 or over, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so 4 or more.
Right.
I think the easy would be under as well. Just for the sole fact that SummerSlam is the midway point, and I don't see a lot of changes, or historically a lot of title changes at SummerSlam. There's usually 1 or 2 huge upsets, but that's about it.
Going into another over under for both nights, we have over under 1.5 ref bumps, so 2 or more for referee bumps.
Oh, I do under. I don't think refs are getting beat up today.
You don't think you see? I think we get at least one in Cena Cody.
What I was gonna say, we have at least 3 DQ matches. Yeah, refs are getting bumped. I'm gonna go easy over. I'm giving easy over.
Do you think that's too low of a number too, or you think that's right on the money? Like it's solid.
You said 1.5.
1.5.
I think 2.5 would be a hard choice.
I think 2.5 would be tough. If it's 2.5, I'm picking the under.
and that's what I mean. Like,
Yep. I think that's reason enough to keep it. All right, next one. We got, will we see a return or a debut? I'm going hard yes. I think Rikishi's almost a guarantee, and I'm going to count Seth if he shows up.
I think you're right. It's SummerSlam. It's mid of the year. I think maybe not them. I think they might even have someone else. Who knows?
Yeah, completely possible. I'm just ready for those enough. Like, I'm confident enough in those to be like, I'm going to say yes. Will we see a face or heel turn? I just like that as a question, but I don't think there's going to be anything too crazy. Like, I'm going to say no on that one.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's going to be too much of a change in anyone's demeanor. I don't think you see anyone go hero mode or anyone go super heel.
What I guarantee is that R-Truth will stay as he is.
I think that's a pretty safe bet.
That is the safest bet.
All right, and the very last question we have on the card. It's funny that it came down this way. Will any Money in the Bank get cashed in? I know there's only one right now. I know it's very unlikely if Seth is injured. That being said, and I've been the leader of this charge of saying Seth is going to come back. I know that's been on me at this point. But that being said, I don't know if I'm willing to risk those points for that. I think I can get by even hinting that Seth could and still making up those points with those questions, even if it's not Seth. So I think I am going to say no, and I think that's going to help me gain some points. Like, I think that's going to be in there as a trick question that people will say yes, and then Seth isn't. But I think that if he does show up, I can make up by appropriately picking the right questions.
That's a maybe. That's a maybe there. I can also see him coming back and just screwing over Punk and not cashing in his title. Or, like, not cashing in.
That would be wild. If he shows up, he's cashing. He has to.
He's got 6 extra months. He doesn't need to cash.
Yeah, but if he shows up, if they're going to meet, like, he was so off the radar if he's injured just to come back to not cash in. He's got, like, this is his time. This is the biggest opportunity that anybody's ever had since Edge cashed it in first ever.
I don't know. He had that really good opportunity when he kind of stole Roman's spotlight.
Yeah, that was the second best cash in, I think, after Edge. Or you could argue it's the first.
I would say it was the best. And then I'd put
Edge presented what Money in the Bank could be, and Seth changed it. And Seth has the opportunity to potentially, like, do both of that at the same, like, in one night, if he's okay. All right, and then to close out the SummerSlam and the Pick'em Challenge stuff, basically how it's going to work is everybody's going to fill out their own version of that card. We're going to watch SummerSlam, and I'm going to score it appropriately. And by the next time the podcast comes out, we will know who got the most points. And ifto facto, our first ever Pick the Push champion. That's really all it takes.
Champion.
PTP champ.
You guys would be so mad if I won.
No way. It'd be cool.
No
It'd
way.
be a weird pay-per-view, though. Guarantee it. Next up, we got the SmackDown preview. The only things that I've seen that I've been committed to SmackDown right now is Damian Priest versus Aleister Black, which for SmackDown, that's not bad. They've been feuding for a little bit. I don't care too much, but all right.
I only care that Aleister Black has more TV time. I am excited for that.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's good.
Honestly, don't care about Damian Priest.
All right. Next match, we have Julia versus Zelina Vega for the U.S. Championship. Felt like they just did that, so they might just switch back. Like, who knows?
It'll be a good match, but
yeah, but they might just switch titles like back and forth for whatever reason.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Maybe it's a defense. And the last confirmed one, we have Los Garza, Angel Humberto, hold an open challenge for the AAA Tag Team titles.
Huh.
That's actually a big deal to me. But I want to hear what you have to say first.
I think it'll be a good match for obvious reasons. I can't really think of who the tag team would be unless, like, that other American luchador that was wearing a mask, kind of like El Grande Americano.
We see a tag team of El Grande and El Grande.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I would love that.
I'm not gonna
that
lie.
would be wild.
Oh my god.
Yo, a stable of all three of them would be insane. I want an almost Grande so bad.
Ooh, almost El Grande would be pretty funny.
It would, I want that. Need it. Give me it. Inject it in my veins. There is one thing though that like we're all forgetting, all right? Because it's AAA. Like it could be the time. It doesn't matter who the other person is because it could very well be the start of Mr. Iguana and Ieska. I don't know if I said that right, but that's like who gives a fuck who else is there. If it's Mr. Iguana, I'm all in for everything. I don't care. This could be one of the coolest things ever. I cannot hype Mr. Iguana up enough.
I don't think that they're gonna have Mystery Iguana from or and someone else as the tag team to be the open challengers for them. I can't see that happening. Only for
AAA
the fact.
titles.
Well, that's the thing is it's usually when they are putting the triple like another promotion's title on the line, they usually have someone from the WWE job to AAA.
I agree with that, but I don't think they're gonna job. I think Mr. Iguana is the real deal, and I think he could just have Ieska as his partner. I don't care if I said that right either. It could just be him, and he goes on a tear of just AAA Tag Team Champ. I do think that they lose either way, and I think this is just the beginning of Mr. Iguana. Either way, we have not had enough Iguana. I
I'll
cannot
agree with
stress
that.
that enough.
We need more Iguana in
So
our
much.
lives.
It's probably gonna be what Psycho Clown was the other one. That one's cool.
Yeah.
He has a really cool mask. I like him. No Mr. Iguana though. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Pick the Push. Keep an eye out for SummerSlam's link so you can enter the PTP Pick Em challenge and get your chance to become our champion. But good luck, because I pretty much got that wrapped up. Find the links in our Twitter and Discord. Till next time. Hey, they can't be at ringside.
They're banned.
Get out of here. You're banned from ringside. What are you doing? You knew the match. Why is that a rule then? They're not doing anything. They're just saying leave. That's the rules anyway. I'm editing that out. Ian, edit that out later.